Hello there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. Victoria here. We are bringing forward messages for you guys from Archangel Michael. We're going to see what he has to say, what he wants you to know right here, right now. This is a timeless reading, so trust whenever it is meant to find you is exactly when it will. So let's get right into it. We have no, it is not yet time. Now, some of you may be waiting for something. Maybe you're working on something, or perhaps you are wanting to take action on something here. So Archangel Michael is inviting you to have a little bit of patience. Now, of course, we don't like the word patient, right? We want things here and now. We want things today. We don't want to wait for things, damn it. So in this energy here, Archangel Michael is saying, this is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. When we try and rush something tends to go a little bit sideways. When we pause for a minute, we step back. This is when we can see the big picture. This is when we can assess the situation a little bit better. And this is where we get a little bit of understanding of what our instincts are telling us, what our intuition is telling us. So don't try and force something into existence or out of it. Allow things to kind of unfold exactly as they're meant to in their natural timing. Things become a little bit easier, and you just never know what may change along the way. So take a step back, all right, before you charge ahead with something. Ask for Archangel Michael there for a little bit of help with that. We have prioritized self-care. Archangel Michael wants to make sure that you are taking care of you. You are ultimately responsible for your own happiness and well-being. But more important than that, you need to make sure that you are taking care of yourself in such a way that you have enough energy and love and to give to other people or to help other people. Now, quite often, we are taught that prioritizing ourselves and taking care of ourselves is selfish, and it couldn't be further from the truth. The thing is that if you don't take care of your own needs, you really don't have anything to give to anyone else. You're tired, you're drained, you're exhausted, you're worked out, you're worked down to the bone, and you're burnt out completely. So what does self-care look like to you? Take a day off work, have a bubble bath, go for a walk in the woods, do something fun. Treat yourself to that little chocolate bar that you so crave and that you've been denying yourself because you've been on a diet and you've made a whole bunch of progress and you've been really strict on yourself, but oh man, you've got that craving. Sometimes, a little bit of moderation goes a very long way, but perhaps that's part of self-care, is indulging just a little bit. Something that makes you feel good, something that dances on your tongue. So whatever self-care looks like to you, Archangel Michael is wanting to make sure that you are in some way putting yourself first so that you have the energy that you need, so that when you need to do something or follow a goal or a dream, that you have the energy to do it, right? Because otherwise you're just kind of like a slug, and then something might pass you by. And while anything truly meant for you will never pass you by, sometimes you got to wait a long time for it to come back around again, and we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that you get what it is you want and that you open those doors in that right timing here and now. Let's see who else Archangel Michael brought forward for you today. Thank you. Oh, we've got a twofer bonus. And we have here Work Your Magic. We have Saint Germain coming out here for you. Okay. So Work Your Magic. There is something going on behind the scenes. There's something that you're creating, something that you've manifested in. And our Saint Germain is here to help you to bring something into reality. Saint Germain is also reminding you that you have the power to resolve situations, to find balance in your life, to restore a little bit of harmony and have a little bit of self-care, to say no to putting everyone else first and start to put yourself first. Amazing how life can change when you do that a little bit. And remember, it is not selfish. People who have boundaries placed upon them are quite often very upset about those boundaries, but it's important to have those in place and to reestablish them if we have kind of waffled on them a little bit. But Saint Germain wants you to remember all of your powerful magical abilities, that you can overcome any mountain, that you can resolve any issue and situation that you need to resolve, that by having clear and focused intentions, you will get to where you need to get to, and you will create whatever it is that you want to create. Some of you may also be tapping into your healing potential here as well. And not just your ability to heal yourself or situations around you, but perhaps part of your soul's purpose. Your calling here is to help heal other people in some way. And again, this is where the self-care comes into play, because if you aren't feeling good, and if you're on a path of helping others heal themselves, or maybe you're a spiritual healer, energy healer, or maybe you heal people in other ways, physical body, right? Maybe you do something like that. If you're not feeling good and 100%, right, you're not going to be able to pass that wonderful magical energy on to anyone else. So again, that self-care really does unfold in a lot of different ways. Whatever your situation is, remember that you are magic. Work it, baby. We have health and healing coming in here for you guys with Hilarion as well. So work with Saint Germain and work with Hilarion. So health and healing, just like what we were just saying. I mean, for some of you, your health and healing, happiness, well-being, this is all about focusing on you. Take some time for yourself. Breathe out. Release things. Work through things. Replenish your energy. Hit the reset button in some way. Hilarion is wanting you to feel good and feel whole and feel at one. Some of you here, this is a big reminder from Hilarion, and of course, this is not a medical reading by any chance, by any means whatsoever. However, Hilarion is saying to you, when is the last time, by prioritizing self-care, when is the last time you went for a checkup, a medical checkup, a physical, a dental checkup, an energy checkup? When is the last time you did that? Put yourself front and center with this energy. But this is a time of profound enlightenment, healing, magic, power, all these wonderful things. And it's almost like you're being reminded here, and you're being guided and helped along your way to get yourself in a wonderfully aligned state, to be open and receptive for something here, some door, some portal, something that is opening up for you. And it may be something creativity, it might be something spiritual, it might be something on your career path, maybe something with your companions, your friendship, your love life. And it just feels like Archangel Michael, Saint Germain, Hilarion, they're all working together as your spiritual soul tribe to get you right where you need to be. So work with them. We have the quiet within, and these are light codes being activated for you. We have spontaneity, and we have complacency. When we tap into the quiet within, we're tapping into our energy. We're allowing it to flow. We're feeling the vibe. So part of the self-care energy and part of what you're being asked to do here is to quiet your conscious mind and connect with your inner self. Connect with your heart space, connect with your chakras, connect with your energy. Allow something to flow, because we've got to quiet our conscious mind to feel like we're in the flow and to hear some messages. So explore that quiet space within. Find a little bit of a quiet space. And, if we're engaging in some meditations, or if we're, just trying to breathe in, breathe out, have a little stress relief, do a little breath work, do a little bit of meditation, it doesn't need to have all this fluff and flutter. It doesn't need to cost you any money. It doesn't even need to take a lot of time. You can do breath work and connect with your inner self, with that quiet within. You can do that in 15 seconds sitting in the car. You can do that sitting in a park bench at lunchtime. It takes 1 minute, 5 minutes, however long you have to give. So we don't have to surround ourselves with candles and crystals and magical items. You don't need to sit lotus position, cross-legged on the floor in order to connect with that quiet space. And sometimes, the internet can be a wonderful thing, but sometimes it's like about imagery and things like that. I have tools that I work with. Of course, you can see my table, right? I've got some crystals and things. I love them. I connect with their energy. I work with them all the time. And not to mention, I like sparkly things. So I think they're pretty. But I can go outside. I can sit in the car and I can spend a few minutes just meditating or connecting with spirit. And I don't need all this stuff around me necessarily. So sometimes seeing all these things on the internet can actually become a little bit of a hindrance rather than a help, because because people start to think that they have to do all of these things in order to connect. And the truth is that there is magic in simplicity. And that's what Archangel Michael wants you to know. That's what Saint Germain wants you to know. And that's what Hilarion wants you to know. Release the expectation that you have to do things in a certain order, in a certain way. Just start breathing. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Do a few of those. You will find that your kind of energy shifts just a little bit. But tap into that quiet within to connect with your intuition, connect with your energy, and maybe even to hear a little bit of a message, but maybe even to figure out what you truly want. We have spontaneity coming in here. Hoo-hoo. All right, now this is card number 30. So 30 reduces down into a 3. 3 is about creativity. 3 relates back to the Empress card. Venus energy, about love and beauty and self-care and nature, new beginnings, abundance, all these wonderful things in your life. Love, happiness, joy, the things that make us feel good. So in this Venus energy, in this Empress energy, in this creation energy, we do have self-care. We do have magic. We do have health, happiness, and well-being. We have new beginnings. We've got things coming to fruition. So all of these great things. So in the spontaneity energy, number 1, Archangel Michael is saying, get ready for some action. No, maybe now, this very second is not the right time, but get ready. Get prepared, because you might need to jump into an opportunity. Trust yourself to take that leap of faith. Trust yourself to start something new, or to make some change, or to receive something that you have been manifesting in your world. But also, spontaneity speaks to our sense of fun and wonder and happiness. When we're feeling spontaneous, we don't overthink, we don't overanalyze things, we just do. So be a little bit spontaneous. How can you be a little bit more fun-loving in your world? Maybe you spontaneously call up a friend and you go on a road trip for an afternoon. You go up to the lake, you sit there in the sun. Perhaps you spontaneously say to one of your children, let's go play mini golf. But Mom, I thought you said you had to work. Oh, Dad, I thought you said you had to do chores around the yard. Let's go have fun instead. A little bit of spontaneity in our lives is not a bad thing. But what we don't want is complacency, right? Now, the complacency energy that's coming in here, this code here, is number 44. And fours do bring us stability and security, where we plant our good feet on the ground, where we're grounded, where we plant our roots, and we feel like we've got a good place, like we've built up something good. But with this light code here, this is a little bit of a heads up for you, because when we get to the 4, and if we think of something like the 4 of Pentacles, or even the 4 of Wands, right? We get to a place where we've hit a certain milestone. We're feeling pretty good about our situation, but we know there's more. So even though there's a sense of celebration and joy and feeling good about the life that we've built or the things that we've built so far, there's still more to be had. Still more magic in the air. And so Archangel Michael is saying to you here, don't get too comfortable. Don't get too complacent in your energy or in your situation or in your circumstances, because there's always things changing. There's always things evolving. There's always something new. There's always something growing. There's always something fun. There's always some work we need to do, right? Because that's just the way of things. So don't get complacent on things. When we get complacent, we tend to stay in our comfort zone, and no magic ever happens in our comfort zone. It's just what we're used to. Is, it's fine. Might not be anything wrong with our comfort zone, but it doesn't give you growth. It doesn't give you anything exciting. Nothing evolves. Nothing changes in our comfort zone. The exciting part is when we dip the toe in the waters of uncertainty. That's where the magic is. That's where the fun is. That's where the growth is. That's where excitement is. But we quite often do kind of want to take that step back, because going into something uncertain, even if it's something fun, right? Going into something uncertain or the unknown, plays on our fears. What if I try, and what if I fail? What if I fall? Well, what if you don't? You miss 100% of the chances that you do not take. But if you swing for the bleachers, you just might hit a home run. So don't get in the energy of complacency, especially not when spontaneity is coming out right beside it. Nah. Of course, you always have free will. We can always choose what path to take, what direction to take, what actions to do. But always move forward. Sometimes we move backwards a little bit. That's always a good time. Sometimes it feels like we're taking 2 steps backwards and 1 step forward. But sometimes we take 3 steps forward and 1 step backward. And that's okay. But trust there's more to come. More abundance to come. More fun, more health, more happiness, more magic that is brewing here for you. Attract. Like the moon in the ocean, you attract good things into your life. See? More things coming in for you. Pretty fantastic. We have outer space. Take the time to heal, grow, and expand. You are really being encouraged to step out of something or to step into something. I would probably listen to the messages. We have love, to the moon and back. Now, love is the highest vibration of all. Self-love, self-care, that keeps coming up, right? Love is connected with our heart. Our heart is where we receive. Our heart is the center of our being. It's where we create. It's where we feel. It's where we have our emotions. But it's our heartbeat. It's where we open up to spirit, where we open up to life. Love is the highest vibration of all. The love that we put out flows back to us multiplied, to the moon and back. Shoot for the stars, because if the only place you hit is the moon, it's still better than nothing. And then this flows back to you, right? So in the circulatory energy that we are surrounded with, put love, put light, put energy out there, but trust that it'll flow back to you. But reach for the stars, reach for the moon. 555, could that be any bigger? Hello, okay. 5, the angels have big changes in store for you. They're sending you this sign so you'll be prepared. Some of you may have already been seeing 5s on your journey. Some of you are going to start to see 5s. 555. Yes, 5s can represent obstacles and challenges, but they do also represent exciting opportunities for change, for growth, for expansion. So tap into that energy and trust your journey. At times, angels announce their arrival by the flutter of their wings, which feels like a sudden gentle breeze. Even when the windows are closed, embrace their presence. That little wind on the back of your neck. It makes your hair stand up. You're not alone when you feel that. Nice still air around you, and your candle flame flickers for no reason, and it's not your breath. The angels make themselves known in very mysterious ways. So if something catches your attention, know that there's a reason for it. There's another sign. Lots of signs coming in here for you guys. Okay, I pay really close attention. All right. Coins or small shiny objects may have been put in your path to draw your attention to important signs from the angels. Look around. I've got a friend who, her dad in life, he's passed on now, but her dad in life used to collect dimes. I don't know why. Dimes. I don't know. It was this thing. He liked dimes, 10-cent pieces. Collected them all the time. Since he's passed, she will often find dimes in the weirdest of places. For example, a lot of people don't carry a lot of cash anymore, but she'll vacuum the living room carpet. Everything will all be clean. The housekeeper will have come by, all of that kind of stuff. And then she'll be sitting watching TV, and all of a sudden she'll see like 3 or 4 dimes on the floor, just right in the middle of the floor, just random. No explanation for it whatsoever. She knows her dad is near. So coins and shiny objects can be another way that our angels and spirit and past loved ones as well reach out to us. So a lot of different signs coming in here for you. Be open to them, because I think there's something really shifting in a very important way for you here. And of course, Archangel Michael and your other ascended masters that have shown up for you today really do want to make sure that you're ready and prepared and that you've got the energy. So prioritize your self-care so that you can be ready for when the time is right for something. I've been asked to leave that there, so I will. I thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed your reading and hopefully something resonated with you, please take a moment to press that thumbs up button there. The like button, it lets me know you resonate with the reading. It also lets YouTube know the same thing so more people can see the message. But if you enjoy my content, consider hitting that notification bell with the subscribe button, and then you will always know whenever I put out new content. But I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.